And in this video, I'm sharing my experiences, the pros and cons of what it was like to be a graduate student in Ghana. Video, I'm going to talk about why I chose to go to graduate school in Ghana, some of the pros and the cons of my experience, and then just the overall thoughts about what it was like to be a graduate student here in Ghana. One of the main reasons why I wanted to study in Ghana is because I was looking for a different experience. My first and my second degree was at the Texas State University, hold it down Bobcats. My undergraduate was in communication studies. My graduate school degree was in higher education administration. And it's been a long time since I've been in school, over about 10 years. So my motivation was really two personal reasons. Number one, I wanted to study theology in the African context to learn more about my Christian faith. And I wanted to learn more about indigenous African expressions of religion. The second thing was I knew that I just wanted to have a deeper, more enriching understanding of culture and theology. So the institution that I found here in Ghana was the Akrofi-Christaller Institute of Theology, Culture and Mission. So we talked about why I chose graduate school in Ghana, the actual institution that I chose, and now I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons. I can say that this was a phenomenal experience. The environment was very relaxed. I mean, from the instructors to the administrators, it's like, if you've ever been to Ghana or you watching this in Ghana, you know that Ghana's culture is just like, it's chill. The other pro was that the content was really challenging and engaging. Oftentimes, I would just sit in my class and I would just do more listening than talking because hearing from all of these different people was just amazing. My program developed a much deeper understanding of theology and African primary religions. To listen and get that perspective enabled me to really have much more of an appreciation for African culture, but particularly Ghanaian culture, and how different it is depending on the tribe that you're from or the region that you're from. The other pro was it introduced me to African theologians and African scholars that in my years and years of education, I never even heard of. People like Kwesi Dixon, Kwame Bediako, John Mbiti, oh my God, so many other individuals. Like the books, the information has just been tremendous. And what it has done for me is it has opened up the vault. So now I can continue my studies and enriching myself with the information from Africans who are telling their own story in their own vernacular through their own lens. So overall, it was definitely a dope experience. Now let's talk about the cons. As a disclaimer, this is what I'll say. This is in no way to bash my institution. This is in no way to talk down about my experience. But hey, it's my experience and I got to talk about what it was like from my perspective. One of the cons is it is a very small campus. I think the total student population was, I'm certain it was less than 100. And that is like the master's programs and the PhD programs combined, maybe 60. So that was one of the cons. It's like, it's even geographically, it's like a very small campus, very small institution. So there's not like a lot of space to like, if you want to be on campus all day, to like go to like a student lounge and just chill and relax. And the other con was, it was a con because of my preference. I had the option of either staying on campus or staying off campus. I chose to stay off campus. And so the con was the commute. So every day I would travel about an hour and a half one way. So both ways, my commute would be anywhere from 3 hours to like 3.5 hours a day, depending on what the chocho situation was, every day, which leads into the other con. The schedule was rough. Like in the beginning, before we went to online classes, aside from commuting 3 hours a day, because I chose not to stay on campus, that was me. We were in class. I think we were in class Monday through Friday from like 9 to 3. If you went to devotion in the morning, you went to devotion at like 8 or 8:30. So you were on campus from like 8 to like 3, Monday through Friday. And I think that went on for, I think it's 4 weeks or either 3 weeks. And then you get a break and you have to submit your assignments, which are basically essays that you have to write, 2,000-word essays. And then you get like a 3-week break, and then you do it again for 3 different blocks. And then our last block was writing our project essay, which consisted of 10,000 words. So my specific program was a Master's of Arts in Theology and Mission with a concentration in global Christianity. My project essay was exploring the significance of non-Western expressions of Christianity via a case study of African independent churches and Black expressions of Christianity. Overall, I would definitely recommend my institution to anybody that is studying theology, anybody that wants to pursue ministry as a career, anybody that wants to work at a church, anybody that wants to get a deeper understanding of theology from the African context. I highly, highly, highly recommend my institution. So that summarizes my experience being a graduate student here in Ghana. Once again, this is why I went to the institution. These are the pros, these are the cons, and my overall advice for somebody who's considering graduate school here in Ghana. I enjoyed my experience by far. I highly recommend my institution. Because I have nothing better to do, as a bonus, I am going to show you some of my grades from my program. We wrote about maybe like 12 essay papers. I got them, I put them in the closet somewhere, and I am going to be seeing them for the first time as well. Let's see what we got. Okay. So these are the grades that I haven't seen. This is from my last block in school. All right, so this is my essay on gospel and culture. As you can see, I misspelled my lecturer's name. What grade did I get? A-. Boom. Boom. A-. Boom. All right, this is for block 2. This is my World Christianity class right here. Let's see what grade I got. A lot of red marks. I've never seen this, guys. Real talk, I've never seen this. Let me skip to the end, man. I don't want to see all this. B+. Boom. All right, next class. Christ and Other Faiths. All right, my last block. Let's see what grade I got. A lot of red marks. What's the grade though? B-. B- is like you barely made it. So I barely made it for that class. I think this is my last one. This is Christian Doctrine and Ethics in African Perspective. This is the last grade I've never seen. This is my grade, B-. Again, barely made it. So those are my grades. As you can see, I barely made it through a lot of my classes, but guess what? I made it anyway, and it's all good. Peace.